Hello and welcome to Tuesday. So yesterday, quite a few things happened, but one of the things that happened was that we finally got our replacement iMac. And at the end of the vlog yesterday, I kind of alluded to there being yet another problem. And honestly, you'd think that I'd be upset, and I'm a little upset. But the entire situation is so crazy and far-fetched and ridiculous that I guess I just see a lot of the humor in it. So I'm going to quickly back up for anyone that hasn't been following this story, maybe just seeing this vlog only. When we came over into the new year, into 2016, we decided to get Mal a new computer. She's been using one of my old computers from 2009, and it's old. And also the GPU that I put in it in 2009 was already old. So it's dated. It's going on 7 years in March that I've had that computer running all of the original stuff. It's been a great computer, but it's old. It's time to get something new. With Mal doing her own channel, I wanted her to be able to have something that could do some video editing as well. And because we're shooting in 4K, the 5K iMac just made sense. It's powerful enough to handle 4K editing, and it has a 5K screen, so you can actually see all 4K pixels and still have room left over for your timeline. We tried it in an Apple store. It's fantastic, runs great, etc. So we decided to order one right kind of at the beginning of January, just a few days into January. So we ordered one. We got the thing tricked out. We had it, you know, the best CPU, the best GPU, and we were very happy with the investment that we made. When it arrived, on day one, we noticed problems. It kept restarting, like just randomly it would restart itself. And it was very random. We had checked the console and looked at all the logs for any sort of understanding of why it was happening, and we really couldn't figure it out. So after dealing with it for a few days, reinstalling the operating system and trying a bunch of different things, I called Apple and said, hey, this computer's broken. And I told them what I tried, and they're like, yeah, that computer's broken, send it back. So I sent it back. Yesterday we got the new one, which sat there for a very brief amount of time. And I mean very brief. So what happened last night was that I went to turn the computer on, and it came on. The chime went brrr, and I waited. There was no Apple logo. I was like, huh, that's weird. And then a few minutes later, after having not touched anything, the VoiceOver utility kicked in and was like, if you would like to use VoiceOver, press the blah 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 button. And I was like, wait, the display never came on.
Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. To exit at any time and continue setting up your Mac, press the escape key.
And I was like, no, there's no way that I got two bad iMacs in a row. No, why would I get two broken iMacs in a row? So I proceeded to try a few different things, and nothing was working. I reset all the crap that you do, the SMC, the whatever, the NVRAM, and all that other junk. So I tried everything that I knew how to do, and I was like, oh my god, I think that the display's broken, because like it was not even illuminating. Nothing ever came on screen. You know, I thought maybe it would be as simple as like adjusting the brightness on the keyboard or something. No, it was, the display just didn't show any signs of coming on. The computer was definitely alive, but the display itself did not function. So that was exciting. So I called Apple support, and I was like, this is crazy, but this computer doesn't work. So the lady walked me through all the things I had just done, and I did them, and she's like, man, it actually sounds like it's broken. I was like, yeah. So she sent me over to another department, and they took care of me in terms of, you know, getting the replacement for the replacement set up. And the guy I was talking to, he said, honestly, I apologize for laughing. He said, this is a serious matter. He said, I've just never had to do a replacement for replacement before. And I was cool about it. I was like, honestly, it's comical at this point. And I mean, this is the first time this has ever happened. We've owned other Apple computers in the past. Like, I know that we've also had Hackintosh, but we've had actual Apple computers. They're good computers, and they work. So this is a really, really bizarre thing. Not to mention, there's no one online talking about this. I've been researching, like, you know, is anyone having issues with the iMacs? And they're not. Like, it's extremely rare. So the fact that we got two in a row that are messed up is crazy. The other thing is that because it was such a, I mean, it's a huge inconvenience for me, especially because we're hoping, yeah, we're going to get a computer and I'll be able to edit videos and work and stuff, and then it ends up not working. They also refunded quite a good chunk of money for the computer, which was very kind. Also, they kind of needed to do that too, because at this point it's almost ridiculous. So that helped ease the pain of having to, return the computer over and over again. So they did right by their customer, for sure. But I was never, like, super agitated to begin with. I'm just a little confused, like, how we got 2 bad ones in a row. Mal was like, what happens if we get a 3rd one and it's messed up? I'm like, I don't know. I surely we won't get a 3rd iMac and have it be broken. Like, surely that won't happen. Surely. And I mean, it's not like I'm an idiot. I know how to use a computer, and it's not that I did anything to the computer. It just didn't work. And I'm just hoping that everything's fine with the next one, because it is a little crazy. So, yeah, that's my story. And my dad will be here in just a minute or two to take the replacement iMac to FedEx again. And we should have the replacement for the replacement later this week. They also upgraded the shipping, because normally they expedite these things, but they next date it for us, because they're like, this is really ridiculous and we're really sorry that this happened. This is not typical for our computers. And I was like, I know. I was like, I've been using your products for a long time and I like them, but this is an oddity for sure. So there you go. That's the full story. Now, what's going to happen with the 3rd iMac? I have no idea. But fingers crossed we should have it by the end of the week. And I don't know. 3rd time's a charm. Mal decided that we would play it at 1.5 speed. Anyway, we did take the computer back to FedEx successfully. Like I said earlier, looks likely that we will get a replacement by the end of the week, which is a good thing. Are you excited about that? You seem like you could care less. Anyway, another bowl of chili tonight, just for the fact that Mal made so much of it. We're going to be eating chili for quite a while. I had chili for lunch. I'm having chili for dinner. I'll probably have chili for lunch tomorrow. And I think we're going over to my parents' house and have a bean soup, I think, tomorrow.
It's either that or we're having it delivered.
Or we're having more chili, one of those options. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Use this vlog to talk about any experience where, like, I don't know, maybe if you've had to send something back, maybe there's someone else out there that has a ridiculous story like that. It doesn't have to be related to Apple or computers, but I'd love to hear your experiences, because this whole thing's been really quite wacky. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?